Hello and welcome to the Divinely Guided Earth Angel podcast. I've got giggles, where you are learning to tap into your divine intuitive guidance and connect with your angels and your guides so that you can access clear insight and vision psychically, intuitively, and as a frequency manifest and co-create miracles and magic and high frequency results in your life and your business leadership earth side. My name is Phoenix Louise Angela Popioic, and I am a 21st century oracle, a clear channel, working with my soul client community around the world for 15 years now. I'm so excited to bring this podcast to you, weekly episodes mostly, to inspire you on your journey to access clearer vision, that's just such clarity and insight, and trust your unique, divinely guided soul pathway whilst creating magic and miracles in your life. So in this week, episode 14 of the Divinely Guided Earth Angel podcast, I did say that it was going to be a meditation into silence and stillness for higher manifestational results. But I'm actually guided just to speak and guide you after our Earth Angel School this morning, how to read signs from your angels and your guides. Because for some of you, it's very easy. Once you get it, it's a new language. And for others, it's different. So number one, what are the signs? What are you talking about, Phoenix? Okay, so if you're new to this and you're just dropping in, drop me a comment below and I can provide you with a wealth of other podcasts and guidance on this. And perhaps you are really already tuned to your guides and their messages and signs and symbols for you. But if not, let's just start there, because what you need to know is this. Your angels are high frequency, high vibe beings, and they are talking to you all the time. They don't sleep. They are supporting you. They are seeing you, they are watching you, they are right here with you. And most of us aren't taught how to listen to that. So I'm going to very briefly just explain to you how to ask for signs from your angels, how to recognize the signs, what it means when you don't get a sign, when you don't get a confirmation or a synchronicity, and why synchronicities can really guide you on your path. Like if you get synchronicities with a subject, a person, a place, anything, it's extremely significant for you. So if we've got some time, I'll share some client stories with that as well to give you the angel ripples, the angel bumps. But why? Why do you want a sign? Why is that important? Those synchronicities, those quote unquote coincidences, there's nothing coincidental about them. They are pure magic. And when you start to access those worlds, you have this sense of just joy, trust, meaning, higher purpose, and maybe religion and science together has sort of gnawed away or sandpapered down the magic of life a bit. And maybe magic is what heals us as a collective, as a whole, because some of the signs that you receive from your angels and guides, they are beyond the material world and they are beyond comprehension, some of them. So I think you all know, I've talked about this before on the Divinely Guided Earth Angel podcast. I have talked about white feathers being the calling card, the business card of your angels. And I mean, I think that is pretty much global phenomenon. We're not talking about the pigeon feather that you walked past on the street or the seagull feathers on the beach. It isn't that. It is, and you'll feel it when it happens, it is the placement, the arrival of a feather in a way that is so aligned to something you've just asked or something that's just happened or you've asked for guidance for, and the purest white feather will appear in a place that it's either directly in front of your eyes or literally touching your face, or in a place that is unusual. So maybe you are on the beach, but it lands on your lap after you've been meditating, or in your grandfather's book, like I had when I opened my grandfather's book. And so there's all these little moments and you feel it. How do you feel it? Because you get the angel bumps, the angel ripples. You feel it because it is in a higher frequency. That where that feather was placed is in a higher frequency. So you feel it. You don't just walk past like, oh, there's some feathers over there. It's not those feathers. It's the feathers that the angels bring to you. And yeah, that's one of the little things. But why? So why do you need a sign? So here's the thing. You don't need a sign if you're used to sailing your own ship through life, and you're quite happy being at the helm of the ship night and day, and you are happy with that, then maybe you don't want a sign. But if you are connecting to deeper meaning and that absolute magic with your angels and guides, there is nothing like it. Number one, to receive the messages inwardly, which we learn in Earth Angel School, through your clear seeing, clear hearing, clear audience, clear feeling, sensing, clear sentience, clear knowing, clear cognizance. That's one layer. And then the second layer is to actually see that in the external world and to feel the wow of those angel helpers and guides that support you. Earth side, actually supporting you to orchestrate your day. The synchronicities, the magic, the miracles. It is extraordinary. If it's for my highest good to accept this opportunity or go down this path, let me see a rainbow today. And the more specific you are, the easier it is to notice the confirmation. And yes, there is confirmation bias in your brain, and I studied psychology a bit as well at university, and yeah, there's all this neuroscientific stuff where you could say, well, you know, the brain's just going to look for that, and the reticular activating system in the brain is just going to look for where that is during the day. But really, it's not that. And you'll see, as soon as you start orchestrating that connection, building that bond with your angels, you will receive the confirmation in your day in a way that is so funny, it is magical. So maybe, for example, maybe you don't see a rainbow in the sky, but a little child runs up to you with a little unicorn toy, this happened to me, holding a rainbow. So it comes to you, and that really is the magic of the signs. Perhaps you could ask something like, if this path is aligned, show me 3 white feathers in a row. You know, it's funny because I know in scripture in the Bible they would say never test God, but I would test your angels. Here's the thing with the angels. They love you. There's nothing you have to do or prove yourself to with the angels. They're just helping you become more and more of who you are. More loving, more joyous, more real. Just, yeah, they want you to have a really good life. And so they enjoy that you're asking for confirmation, because the delight you feel when you get the confirmation, the wow, the angel ripples, the angel bumps, is so exciting to them too. The higher vibe you can get, the easier it is to commune with your angels and guides. So your signs could come in so many different ways. Maybe it's feathers, or maybe it's little coins, or the angel numbers, as we talked about in episode 2, I think that was. or repeating numbers, so to speak, like 1111, 444, or you hear so sometimes a song will come on wherever you are, a cafe, a car driving past, on the radio, whatever, and it's on the same vibrational frequency, for example, as the question you have been asking. Sometimes you'll receive synchronicities that really, they can almost stack up around you. So can the manifestations. Divine timing is everything. Sometimes you're asking for support, you're getting on your higher timeline, you're talking to your angels and guides, you're asking them questions, right? Which way do I go for this? Is this the right way? Is this the highest way? Sometimes there seems like there's detours, right? The angels literally sort of say this place is like a game, and you've got to play the game, like of alignment. It's alignment. It's a game of alignment, and you are where you are, right? You are where you are. No judgment. We're all just where we are, and we're all trying to navigate into something that feels more joyous, more free, more bountiful, more abundant, more playful, more meaning in our lives. So sometimes nothing's coming, and then suddenly they stack up because you've been holding that frequency, you've been connecting every day with your guides. For a while it seems like nothing's happening, and then they go dunk, 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 dunk. You felt that? And it's hilarious. Like, goodness, are we living in a hologram? Like, what is that? How does that happen? It's extraordinary. And things start coming into your life that you didn't even ask for. They just start coming towards you. It's pure magic. So when you are connecting with your guides, don't overthink it. Just intuit. Just be yourself. And if you can't speak out loud to your angels and guides for whatever reason, just do it inside your head, and they can hear you. Everything is heard. There's no hiding, I'm afraid. So what does it mean when you do get those signs? It means you're in alignment. It means your frequency is in alignment with that thing, that's a good thing. That's a good way for you to go. And pay attention to that, whether it is in work, in family, or in business. Pay attention. Those signs, they have meaning. You're on the right track. Make that decision, make that choice. The alignment is there for it. If you suddenly see those 3 white feathers, go for it. Can't remember the other one I said now. If you see the rainbow, the little girl runs up to you with a unicorn holding a rainbow, go for it. You know, these are the fun signs from your guides, because they can't speak to you the way we speak to each other. So, well, some psychics do have that, but so they're giving you the language of the universe through signs, through symbols, through synchronicities, and they are, if you think of it, that the angelic realm is in everything, like God is in everything, the source, the oneness, the spirit. It's in all things. So whilst you think you are this hand, this body, you know, in the angelic realm, it's just a field of light in all things. So whilst you think, oh, but I don't have power, the world has power over me, what the angels are teaching you is the opposite. It's now own the divine sphere of your presence, and then in that field of light, you're opening to more possibilities, and the angelic realm that is then running, helping, supporting you, flying with you in the field of light, which does not have a boundary. There is no wall, there is no barrier. So what does it mean when you don't get a sign? Now that's important, because sometimes I would say what it means is it's not ready yet. when you don't know what to do, don't do anything. If you've asked your guides, if you've said, I want direction on this, can I have this sign that looks like this, and nothing comes, the silence is the answer. It either means the timing isn't right, or there could be a message there that on this one you have to exercise free will, meaning the angels, how to word this, the angels aren't going to do everything for you. Like, there's some things, and we find this when we do clearings of energy and clearings of old patterns and beliefs. Some things you can just clear, right? You're like, God, I've been carrying that my whole life. Oh my goodness. That, that ugly pattern or that belief or that behavior, and it's just click, gone. Other things, they're sort of deeper, or you're more entangled with them, and you need to keep making the choice to clear it again and again. And they're more sort of things you sort of arrived with to work on, but to free yourself through. This whole school is about freedom. The Earth School, it's about finding freedom and remembering you are divine beings at the center of it. So all these patterns and layers, they do actually really help you. But some of them, as you know, can be tricky buggers. And some manifestations, they do take a time to come, because you keep reverberating back into old smallness, old patterns, old mistrust. And so sometimes the angels will be like, you're going to have to work this out. And that does sound like silence. You're not going to get a sign that says that. And basically, what does that mean? That means you need to be in deeper alignment before clarity comes, because you can be doing all this, like, what is it you want? You want your king. You want the king. You want the man and the king to come, or you want this wealth upgrade, or you want this health shift, or whatever it is, just the normal things of the human life. But it doesn't mean that your angels aren't listening to you if it isn't there yet in the manifest. It means you're being invited into a deeper listening, perhaps some clearing, a pause, a realignment before that clarity comes, before the next steps come. Because if everything is frequency and you're calling in, you're basically saying to the universe, but I want 12D here. And the universe is going, I'm exaggerating with 12D, but you're saying, I want the best of the best. I should have the best of the best. And then the universe goes, but you're not the frequency of that. So take a pause and reconnect to that. What is it? What you want out there is what you need to be in here first. You need to be it. You want a king? You've got to become a queen. Okay? You want to be wealthy? You've got to get vibrationally healthy. You've got to be able to hold more. You've got to be able to hold people and experiences and opportunities and your yes, and you've got to be excited about life and getting up every day. And there's a lot of heavy, dense energies in old paradigm. When you're working with the new paradigm consciousness, you are where you are. This is where you are. This is what's happening in your life. And you're reattuning to your spiritual sat-nav and standing, well, this is what I want to create. This is the legacy I want. This is what I want to create in humanity. And how do you do that? You do that with presence and alignment and vision and attunement to your energy, attunement to your higher vision. And when you do that, the angels are right there with you because they want to support you with that co-creation. So let's drop in to a channeled transmission quickly before we stop. on the Divinely Guided Earth Angel podcast. And I was going to mention a couple of client stories. I've got one that comes to mind. Let me just tell you this one, or maybe two. I had this one client who she was asking her angels whether she should move country. And this was an ongoing thing, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. Should she? And I said, just set the intention for a clear sign. Ask for a very clear sign whether you should be going to Guatemala or not. For, years of her life. But within 1 week, because she was still on that seesaw, I don't know. But within 1 week, 3 different people that she didn't know, very casually, like someone in a cafe, someone somewhere else, somewhere at a gallery, very casually mentioned that city, whatever that city is in Guatemala, that she'd been considering. And what actually are the chances of that? And it just blew her away. That 3 people could be talking about somewhere far, far, far away over there, as if it's as normal as London or something here. Anyway, she trusted it and she took the leap because of that sign, and everything blossomed for her. It was the right thing for her, but her angels gave her that little sign where she just couldn't ignore it. It was like Guatemala, 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 and she was like, oh my goodness, okay, it's a yes. And that was all she needed. And another of my clients who, while she was actually more in corporate, that was different, but she was very scared to leave corporate, as so many women are, because not only is there years of timeline behind you of getting to that place, you're then in a lifestyle where everything that the corporate career is paying you, even though you're kind of selling your soul for it, is then at risk. So it's more than losing the job, it's losing that lifestyle as you make that jump. And she asked her angels for guidance in one of our sessions, and I think it was actually the next day that this happened, but she heard the song Freedom by George Michael 5 different times in 5 different places in one day. And that was her sign. She resigned. And for her, that was the moment. She was following her calling. And now what did she get her? I've forgotten now where she went, but I remember getting the email from her, and it was covered in these little hearts and flowers and little emojis, because what followed from that was the next step. And it was so clear. It was like she got moved from one dimension to the next of where she wanted to be and what she wanted to do. And she started to really thrive in a heart full blossom emoji way, where her heart was fulfilled instead of the soul stagnation she'd been in for so long. So when you ask your angels and guides with clarity and listen with openness, that divine universe, it will always respond. And it's just learning to listen to those signs and trust the guidance. And remember that you are guided, and it's so much fun. It brings so much fun to life. So let's just drop into a little channeled meditation before we close. And if you're just tuning in to the Divinely Guided Earth Angel podcast, just taking a moment to center in, maybe bringing a hand to your heart. And asking to be a clear channel, connecting with my angels for a divine message for the collective before we close. Thank you. Beautiful souls, the untethering of your soul from everywhere that has felt so dense, and so nutrientlessness. Nutrient, that's not even a word. Hang on a minute. Let's try again. Hang on. Sometimes when I'm getting the angels coming through, my voice can't translate fast enough to the energy that's coming through. Let's just try again. Angels, please. Angels and guides, message for the collective, please. Beautiful souls, everything you want is in the frequency of joy. Everything you want is in this place. Everything you desire is already here. Everything that you are dreaming in that high frequency inner visioning is here, waiting to come through for you, as though there are indeed heavenly gates, as though indeed there are pearly gates, as though everything you ever wanted was already here, because you dreamed it, because you asked for it, because you imagined it. And because of that, it exists in a high frequency state, but that seems somehow kind of out of reach for you. That seems out of reach for you because you are down there in the mud, looking around, unclear. Where is what I want? Why can't I see it? I want it so bad. Where is it? But you have envisioned it. You have felt it in your heart. You have, like a balloon, allowed that balloon to rise above you and be heard by all that is. But for it to become physical in your world, for it to illuminate through the physical world, for it to birth, for it to create, for it to land, for it to anchor into the physical realm, you must become it. So everything you want follows joy. You know this to be true. You know this to be true when you have a good day and time seems to stop. It's the magic when you fall in love. It's the magic when you look in a baby's eyes. It's the magic when you see a sunset or listen to your favorite tune. It's that sense that time stops. Why does it feel like time stops? Because it does. Because you leave your linear regularity, and because you enter and access the divine field, the divine moment, the divine now, where time is nowhere, and instead timelessness is everywhere. And in timelessness, all things feel good. In timelessness, peace reigns. And when peace reigns, so you are then showered with a new golden currency, the currency of the divine universe, the currency of unity. When you reorchestrate and bring yourself back to the now moment, to the divine field, when you dare for a moment to stop everywhere where you are pushing and rejecting and hating and shoving and resenting, everywhere where you are saying, oh, this is not enough for me, this isn't good enough for me, this body, this life, this house, this car, this person, this world, this politics, wherever you are in that deep residual resistance to what is actually happening, you reject it all. You reject the joy, the divine moment, and the orchestration with your higher soul, which wants to return to you. Divinely guided magic, love, miracles, health, healing, all of it to you. Because it is in this place. It is in this illuminated place. It is in the place where grace returns to you. The frequency of that which you are, and that balloon that you let go off up high into the sky that seems so far away, that dream that floats away like a cloud, that somehow in your ether, the Hawaiian island, the Balinese tropics, it's there, but you are down here in the London subway on the underground. And suddenly you open to the Hawaii within your heart. You open to the softness of your skin in the summer. You feel it in your heart. And suddenly you are the light in the dark. Suddenly you are no longer on the London underground. You are lit by starlight. You are seen by guides and angels all around. You remember that every atom, every cell, everything that you are made of and from came from that stardust. So how can you be in lack? How can you be in victimhood? How can you be in rejection of all that is, when all that is, all that is doing for you is saying, here, there's more, there's more. There's more for you, there's more here. For like a tree, like a flower, like the sun that rises at dawn, did you have to do a single thing to make any of this come true? Did you have to lift a finger to ensure that the sun rose this morn? Did you have to lift a finger or breathe a deeper breath to ensure that the moon was in the sky and that the stars twinkled at night, that there was air for you to breathe? When you access that frequency that remembers the same is true in you, your heart beats, your blood pumps, your body is alive and vital and free. Your heart, you have vision. Your soul, you have dreams, you have purpose, you have mission. There is something more available to you, and it is not as mechanical as you have been taught how to live and be and do. And when you begin to access the deeper truth, the divine begins to work with you, create with you through that deeper, higher frequency of who you truly are and what you came here to live and be and do. And everything you want starts coming to you. And sometimes it comes in ways that surprise you. And it might not be in the ways that society has designed or given you the sign that that is what you should be to be successful, and this is what it should look like, and that's the way we do it, and that's the way it is done. No, your way, your divinely guided way, is the way that is the perfect way for you, and the way you know it is perfect for you is it feels so good. You feel so free. You feel so free the closer you allow your higher destiny. It is right here in your heart. It has always been here in your heart. And everything you dream, and everything you pray, and everything you vision, do it in a way that you feel as if you already have it, that you already have it here, that the answers, the solutions for the world, for the earth, for the environment, all of it, imagine it is already here. Ask your guides, show me it is done. Show me that is the reality I inhabit. where the earth regenerates into her full beauty, her full glory. Show me that is the reality that I inhabit. Show me the signs. Divinely guide me each and every day. Show me my highest path. Light the way. Thank you. And so it is. Thank you so much, beautiful souls. That was the Divinely Guided Earth Angel podcast. And if you'd like to work with me one-to-one, I have one spot available for VIP mentorship. Come and learn to be a channel, connect with the divine guidance in your soul, and get very clear on your vision of what you are creating and landing in humanity in terms of your business and your legacy from a soulful perspective, a divinely guided way, and shift some of that energy you've been holding, which may have been quite heavy for some time. Come and feel lighter and brighter the divinely guided way. If you're called to join Earth Angel School 2025-2026, the doors are now open. We open in October. Come and learn how to channel, and also we are calling in many visionary leaders to inspire us into the program and working with your legacy, your channeling abilities, and positioning you as the oracle at the center of your legacy, divinely guided by your higher soul, your angels and your guides, so as you can really quantum leap everything that you're here to be and do in the world. Okay, beautiful souls, thank you so much. Good night.